find that there are a lot of companies that are really open to that and are really pushing for that? Like, or have you worked with certain companies that like have had a lot of challenge with, I guess, opening their perspective towards DEI?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of companies that have a lot of challenge. There's a lot of risk, like that they see as like, if we do something, what if it goes wrong, right? Like they're like, or, if we do this and we offend somebody, what does that mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a big issue. And we just dealt with that last week with a pretty big client. We had to work with them. They did all this due diligence on us. Like it was like almost like they were investing in us. Like they were calling our customers, doing references, and just like really kind of hemming and hawing about doing something because they were scared to do something. And they were, again, just worried. There was all these what ifs. But the problem is if they do nothing, like there's also incredible risk in doing nothing these days. And I think that most companies are realizing, like, if we do nothing, we actually are like the level of exposure, the level of risk is even higher.
Totally.
So we're starting to see that a lot of those companies that are even super conservative, like the company that I can't say their name, but this company that we worked with last week is this really high-end, very elite, very conservative search firm that does like executive recruiting research, like probably one of the biggest in the world. And like their clients are super conservative, right? Like their clients are like, would be upset if they found out if they were doing this kind of stuff, like to kind of frame it. But they realize that they have to, and if they don't do it, it's actually like going to be worse for them. But we had to like coach them through that whole process. And like, honestly, I probably wouldn't have done it if my internal buyer wasn't such a like incredibly fierce like ally and champion, and also a friend. I mean, she saw me speak at an event, she worked for that company and eventually brought us in there. And it was like months and months and months of a sales cycle. And, there was fighting internally. Like, well, should we do this? Should we not do this? At one point she texted me and she's like, our jobs are on the line about this. Like
Wow.
Literally we might actually get fired if this doesn't go well, but I'm going to push forward because I believe that we have to do it. And it's going to go well, but B, if it doesn't go well, then I don't want to be a part of this organization that like can't handle that.